Welcome to a show about wrestling. It's a show about wrestling.
It's a show about wrestling.
It is a show about wrestling. Let's give a big one sweet to our fallen favorite thing ever. Anyways.
This doesn't look that cool.
I know. They should have done a 3-sweet and done this.
But that's what we're talking about today. Today we are talking about the WWE taking legal action against the Bullet Club, acknowledging the Bullet Club in many ways, and therefore making them a little bit more famous as a result.
A lot more famous.
A lot more
maybe.
famous. I mean, you just give them one cease and desist, and they already make little pieces of merch. There's like 3 different kinds of merchandise, I think, now, as a result of this cease and desist.
The cease and desist shirt became the #1 selling of the month within hours of going on Pro Wrestling Tees.
And then they got these cool little like finger ring thingies.
Oh yeah?
That if you hold them up, it says censored. Like censored box.
So you can still do
and you have to hold it, with the 2-sweet hand. That's how you make it. And it looks so cool because like when you watch like Ring of Honor and you see it, you know it looks like they're actually censored. It looks like they're actually censoring it. It's hilarious.
It's great.
Practical effects.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing you can only accomplish that way, and it's great.
So yeah, that's the topic of the day: is WWE doing the things that they usually do, but now it's finally starting to hurt them.
Yeah, they acknowledged their competition. Just
number one is never supposed to acknowledge number 2's existence, because once you acknowledge number 2, it becomes real.
Now, did this get kicked off by the invasion? Or did they get the cease and desist first?
Yeah, apparently Vince was furious about the invasion.
But it was cool when the NWO did it to WCW, right?
Yeah, when DX did it.
Yeah,
so they were on the other side previously. And that's what makes this a little bit more interesting, is back then it was a giant corporate war. 2 big titans going at each other. This is guerrilla warfare, pun intended.
Yeah, this is 10 wrestlers versus an entire company. You know?
But they got the fans behind them. I mean, you have an entire crowd chanting "Fuck Vince," "Fuck Vince." That's a little bit new.
Unprovoked.
That's a little bit
they
new.
Didn't start that.
That's not "ooh, fuck Vince" because Stone Cold doesn't like you. No, that's it's legit heat, and it's. I wonder if the tides are going to start to turn in their favor. Because now, apparently, we have a lot of superstars coming forward. They've been rumored to be hitting up Cody Rhodes and talking to Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan even admitted on the Edge and Christian's podcast that he'll talk to the guys and be like, "Hey, when's your contract up? Okay, well we'll see if we can get you to do something. That way we can send you off on a strong note. That way when they hit the Indies, they're not gonna just like Sandow, for instance."
Yeah. Well, he never really hit the Indies per se. He went and fucked around in TNA for a while and then fizzled out. And now where is he? I
mean, you're hearing a lot of people say like not everyone can do what Cody did, which is true.
He did have a name to go on.
But at the same time, with WWE, is it because you're conditioned to have them carry you? You're conditioned to have them write for you?
Yeah.
And maybe the fact that you were so complacent about your status and just happy to see WWE on that paycheck, maybe perhaps that's why you don't know how to survive on the Indies?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Can that really be said for Sandow? Well, I guess it has to be said for... But he was way over and mistreated by WWE just like many other guys.
Yeah.
Remember that house show we went to when he got the biggest pop of the night over the New Day and Kane?
Everyone,
and Randy Orton.
And that was Christmas 2016.
2015.
2015?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You might be right.
Yeah.
I don't know. But either way, he was the most over.
Yeah.
Out of all.
It was odd, to say the least.
We were wondering...
And Cody was never that over.
Yeah, I mean, he was, because even at Stardust, when everyone got sick of Stardust, just as sick as he got sick of playing Stardust, the crowd started chanting Cody, Cody, Cody all the time.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes it even okay.
But no one gets tired of Goldust. No one gets tired of Goldust, and he's taking his makeup off one week, and then it's back on the next week.
Well, the Young Bucks... No, actually, Cody actually has a Bullet Club Goldust suit ready for him.
Ready.
Whenever he's ready.
They've got shit ready for... They've got designs ready for so many dudes. For CM Punk, for Neville, for... Hulk Hogan. Even they've got like images ready for like we can have the shirts printed tomorrow, dude. Come on, just join us.
I mean, it's starting to look more and more like WWE becomes like the top 40 of wrestling. All you need is one hit. Just one hit to make the charts and be on the radio for a while, and you can just sail off on that recognition for a while. You know,
some guys.
You know, just like how some guys, they're able to make it big and hit the charts, and then once they do that, then they just start their own label and then have their own little indie...
their little community.
Yeah, their little community of artists, and then they just kind of fuck off. It works.
A lot of artists do that.
It works. Yeah. So is WWE becoming more of a revolving door for talent who just want to boost their stock, so to speak?
Maybe.
I mean, we got War Machine apparently on their way to WWE. We got Ricochet apparently on his way to WWE. Speaking of Ricochet, I'm not sure if he'll be able to use the name Ricochet. Because...
Maybe not.
Personally, when I hear Ricochet, I think bullets.
Yeah, true.
I think some kind of artillery.
I always think of the show Mucha Lucha from those on the WWE or on the WB in the 90s.
Yeah.
The main character was Ricochet.
I remember being a kid and creating my own little lucha guy. That was before I was even into wrestling. Yeah. So, that was pretty cool. But we got him coming in. I can't help but imagine,
Leo Rush coming in.
Yeah, and he loses twice in his first two matches in NXT.
Right.
But I think Leo Rush is a little bit younger, though.
True.
So I think they probably see him as something like, oh, I'm sure he's just happy to be in the WWE, but we can mold him and whatnot.
Yeah, they always
but
muddle everything up.
You can easily argue that Adam Cole is slightly less over than he was.
Yeah. Well, one, he doesn't have the, prominent entrance anymore.
Yeah.
The Adam Cole, baby, to get everyone to pop right there. He still
does it, but he's weaving it in with the... And you had to slap that Undisputed Era name on them.
Yeah. It should just be the Undisputed.
There's too much era.
I'm going to keep saying this.
There's too much era.
If they were just the Undisputed or just Undisputed, that'd be even cooler. Do that.
Give him 8 months. Maybe they'll...
Yeah, they'll just drop the era.
But yeah, he's been doing it,
I don't like that CFO thing, because he already got...
Yeah, you already got
CFOs.
Yeah. It doesn't... I don't get it. I don't get it. And then we got Bobby Roode. Hits the main roster, and now he's already losing to Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, so... completely fizzled. Any sort of momentum they had is completely gone.
Now we're just going to keep feeding, more and more top talent to Jinder in hopes that India finally gives a shit.
How many times has the King of Strong Style lost to him?
Well, now they're throwing AJ Styles at Jinder now.
Oh, no.
So he's about to eat that pin.
Well, there's going to be a Jinder versus Brock at SummerSlam.
And everyone's kind of already predicting that it's going to end in a DQ, because how are you going to hurt Jinder before he goes to India? How are you going to tarnish his image, in a way? How do you bury him before a big India tour? And you can't... Brock's not going to take the pin from Jinder, clean or dirty.
Right.
So there's going to have to be some kind of...
I was really just hoping they would put the belts on the line and Brock would take both of them over to Raw.
Think about it.
They could get put on someone else. Not Roman.
Think about a year ago at SummerSlam. The Universal title meant next to nothing.
It meant a hell of a lot once Finn Balor won it, and then the next night we were all like,
yeah, everyone's like, yeah, this title's still shit, though. One day it's already a failure.
It was about to be cool as hell, though.
And now look at it.
Yeah.
Now look at it compared to the WWE.
The entire roster would have been so different if Finn hadn't have gotten injured.
Did they dilute the WWE title to make the Universal title seem more important?
Maybe. I think they were trying to exactly what we think. Reach a new demographic by making this guy look really strong.
Yeah. Except that's the problem, is that they don't make Jinder look strong.
Or are they trying to make us hate Jinder more than Roman? So when inevitably Roman wins it off him somehow, we'll be like, oh, thank God.
Jinder with the Singh brothers is almost a carbon copy of Seth Rollins with J&J Security.
Yeah.
And the only difference is that Seth could actually cut a promo.
Yeah.
He's cocky, he's got to laugh. But if I want to hear a Jinder promo, I'm going to hear a guy speaking in very monotone, saying the same 5 things about you people don't understand, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah. He's mixed it up lately with the extremely offensive things.
Yeah, that just add a little bit of racism to it. That'll give you some flair.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think a lot of
not because it's racist, because of the whole story, guys. Come on.
A lot of white people are just like, I don't have a dog in this race.
Hopefully.
Wait, do I feel offended for anyone? Should I? I don't know. So we got Neville.
I love a Neville, but Neville don't love a WWE. He wants to leave.
And he's already got experience on the indies, so we're probably expected to see him in Japan and Ring of Honor, perhaps.
I really hope so.
In the next 90 days.
You know how cool that would be?
They still haven't acknowledged that he's gone. I don't know how you go 2 weeks of Raw and 205 Live without acknowledging Neville's absence.
Right. Yeah, how do you explain that? The guy that's owed a rematch.
Yeah.
Still, technically.
Yeah.
Just give it to Kalisto and then back to Enzo.
WWE.
Which, by the way, how the fuck does Enzo have nuclear heat if they keep on putting the fucking belt on him? That makes no sense to me.
It's gotta be a work. It's gotta be a work. I don't know, but I'm actually liking him as a heel. He's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I hated him initially, but then I love the whole how you doing stuff. So I think that's like everyone's intro into Enzo. They're always like, this guy's a fucking tool. I can't stand him.
Yeah. For like the first 3 months of me being conscious
of him, I was like, 3 weeks of bada boom, how you doing? Later, and you're just like, oh shit, I love it. I can't wait to say it with him when I'm, at the live show or whatever. Yeah.
It was a good, year? We had a good run. No, they didn't even make it a year on the main roster.
Maybe they had to bring down the one guy who had better merch sales than half the roster.
It's probably gone down none.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe in
Never
Iota.
underestimate. Never underestimate what the fans... how quickly the fans can turn on somebody. So this whole controversy between WWE and Bullet Club has actually brought the attention of Vice.
Yeah, they wrote
Sports Illustrated
up a lengthy article, but I've been hearing Vice is wanting to get into the wrestling and combat sports game. Damian Abraham is set to host an entire show about wrestling around the world on Vice Land, which I'm very excited for. That's why I know about it.
I mean, if you watch like the intro, the opening package to Vice on HBO, there's a guy getting a stunner in it. So obviously there's plenty of wrestling fans there. We all know Action Bronson is a huge wrestling fan.
Oh yeah.
I think Matty Matheson. They even covered an episode of his show where he went to Quebec and did wrestling with some people. So Vice has a thing for it, and as we know, Vice is kind of inclined to not favor the corporations and kind of lean towards the independent artists of the world, and I think they might do that in this case as well.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What is stopping Vice from just picking up a show for being the elite? Right?
That'd be so cool.
Right? And I don't think anybody would have a problem with it. I don't think Ring of Honor would have a problem with it. I don't think
What if we got Ring of Honor, their weekly show on Vice?
Yeah,
that'd be sweet.
The possibilities could be endless here. I mean, can you imagine? They're already airing episodes of like Always Sunny,
right?
And like other shows.
They're getting into syndication.
They're getting into syndication.
It's not far fetched.
It wouldn't hurt to kind of transition, and also the rumor mill is kind of going around that Sinclair is trying to sell
and
Ring of Honor.
Oh.
So but that's just been a rumor. Guys like Meltzer have said that, if they were selling, then Vince would probably have it by now. But maybe they just won't sell to Vince because they know what that'll do to the industry.
Yeah.
Probably.
Then it truly will be a monopoly. Because what other company is there? Impact?
Let's be honest here. No one company is ever going to be real competition for WWE. The only way this is going to work is...
In theory, any company could work their way up just like WWE did. So, I mean you can't say
they could.
Never.
Ring of Honor did sell out I think it was their second biggest show ever.
Yeah.
4,000 or 5,000 people in Chicago.
Ring of Honor's just been on the rise.
Yeah.
And especially in the last 2 years, and especially since Bullet Club really gained traction in the last few years. So
kind of makes me wonder if Jimmy Jacobs is going to join the Bullet Club.
Oh, that'd be sweet. This is our personal writer, Jimmy.
But
Jimmy, what should I say?
He recently had a quick interview today where he revealed that he was prepared for that outcome when he took a photo.
Yeah, apparently this was a bit of a kamikaze mission, almost.
Yeah, where he was like, "Yep, I'm
self-sacrifice.
I'm completely okay with everything that happened." And Jericho commented on the whole thing, and he said, Jimmy Jacobs, he was the only writer I wanted to deal with, period. And whenever Jimmy Jacobs wasn't present, he'd be like, "Oh fuck, where's Jimmy?" That's
this is gonna go to shit.
Because apparently he was one of the few writers who actually understood
and gave a shit
what worked, what the fans wanted.
Yeah, because most of the writers aren't actually in wrestling.
He wrote 2 seasons of Friends.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on in.
Kevin Dunn's gonna love you. Oh, fucking beaver. I recently discovered that Shane McMahon and Kevin Dunn are super close. So if you want something closer to the current product, you want Shane to take Vince's place. Whereas,
do we?
If you want something closer to NXT, you'll want Triple H to take over. So
we have to wait. So if Vince dies, that's not the end of it. We have to wait for Michael Hayes and Kevin Dunn and fucking Road Dogg and all these dudes. The whole King's Court.
Now this is only speculation, but in the light of everything that's going on in Hollywood right now, with this whole Weinstein deal.
Vince.
Yeah.
Probably.
Vince isn't completely faithful to he's admitted it in interviews that he gets around. Okay. And we've seen what he's made women do on TV.
Yeah.
Could they really say no? Could Trish really say no to stripping down into lingerie and crawling around on her hands and knees and barking like a dog?
Yeah, it's kind of theory.
He's in the position of power, and even worse so, if you don't want to work for Harvey Weinstein, that's fine. Go work for any other picture company instead.
Yeah.
No problem. With WWE, it's the only game in town, really, if you want to
especially
be
back
on that
then.
level. So, I'm not gonna throw any accusations around, but I can't help but speculate if something might occur.
If a finger might be pointed at him sooner or later.
I mean, now, with the tide seeming to kind of turn and for it appearing that you might have more options than you think, whether accusations be true or not, now seems like the time that someone might do it. So that might be a huge hit if it were.
But that's all speculation.
It's all speculation. We're not throwing any accusations around. It's a very dangerous accusation. But I can't help but wonder what a guy like Vince could be like in that regard.
Yeah, what skeletons he might have. What things he doesn't want people to know.
Yeah.
He is a fucking millionaire.
Billionaire.
After all. Is he?
What week is it? How's the stock this week?
Yeah. There's that old saying, he's a millionaire that should be a billionaire.
But then he became a billionaire.
Fuck.
But that was because he diversified his portfolio. It wasn't because wrestling got better. No. And just to add things to it, and I can't help but wonder if he was coached in all this, or if he was told, or if he was given permission. But Roman Reigns had a few things to say to him on Twitter. Cody, during the Global Wars tour, referred to himself as the biggest damn draw in this entire company, to which somebody took that video, sent it to Roman Reigns on Twitter, and they said, how do you feel about this? And he says, I don't even need to click the link to watch it. If that house didn't draw over 100,000, he's just talking silly. Hashtag walkover talk. Okay, Roman?
He's just talking silly.
When has Roman Reigns ever drew 100,000 all by himself? Why? Because Vince put you in the main event?
Yeah.
Of a WrestleMania?
Yeah, WrestleMania is the only thing that would hit.
You think it's just the one, like, that's got kind of a little bit disrespectful to everyone else in the locker room.
Yeah.
I'm the reason why all these people came.
True. But I mean, everything's a work anyway, so.
Easy, big dong. Okay.
Maybe that's a backstage thing. Maybe he has a big dong. You know, good for him. Maybe Vince likes big dongs. Maybe that's why this whole thing is happening.
Cody apparently responded the following night in Chicago saying, hey, maybe that vest is meant to cover up all those failed drug tests. Or maybe that tactical vest is maybe, I don't know. He was throwing a bunch of shade at him, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I can't quite remember what the other sentence was, but it doesn't really matter. The fact is that shots have been fired, and they're acknowledging him.
Wow.
Yeah. It's almost like it's easy to play WWE now.
Maybe.
So will they
for a select few,
So
definitely.
will they become a revolving door for talent?
I think that's already kind of happening. I mean, they have a much higher turnover than they've ever had.
Imagine if Nakamura got fed up.
Yeah.
Was getting booked like shit.
Yeah, what kind of contract is he on? I'm sure it's not extensive. I'm sure it's not more than a year or two.
Yeah. It's kind of weird how much WWE suffered from The Rock and Stone Cold leaving, yet New Japan's stronger than ever after losing their top stars to WWE.
Maybe
it's like a double-edged sword for WWE. Cause
maybe they plan more than 5 minutes ahead.
I don't know. But it's like a double-edged sword for WWE because on one hand, they want to suck up all the talent from the indies so that they got nothing.
Yeah.
But once they get to the WWE, they're not happy with how they're booked. Everyone knows who they are now. They have way more recognition than ever. And they take that right back to the indies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 2018 is going to be crazy. When we're going to have some contracts up, it's already seeming more and more like Daniel Bryan's going to go to the indies.
Maybe we will get to see Daniel Bryan. And we'll probably get to see him live even.
I mean, the million-dollar question is, would he stay if they let him wrestle? But I don't know if Daniel Bryan wants to be under the thumb of WWE.
And I don't know if they're ever going to let him wrestle either.
Yeah, because if they do let him wrestle, are they going to make him
a huge liability for them?
Yeah, that's the thing. If they make him wrestle, is it going to be, where he's constantly wrestling 4 nights a week?
Or is he going to be like Brock status, like
part-timer?
Wrestle here and there?
Or is he going to be like, well, I'm going to do 1 show for Ring of Honor this week, and I'm going to do 1 show for New Japan in 2 weeks, and kind of
then
spread
I've
it out.
got Bola later this month, and then this, and then
Because Because, I mean...
Fucking AAA.
His asking price...
CMLL.
His asking price is going to be probably higher than Cody's. I mean, it's going to have to be.
Yeah.
So...
He's got many years of name recognition on both of his names, and both of his wrestling names are so fucking similar it doesn't matter.
Brian Danielson, I know who that is.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that hard.
He has that luxury, unlike someone like Damian Sandow, whose indie name is Aaron Rex or Aaron Stevenson. Now, you go, who the fuck is that?
Is he going to be able to do that?
No, he'll have to change it up maybe to something like...
Or maybe
because WWE has this copyright.
Or maybe join the Bullet Club and once we
yes
up in the air.
I hope so.
I don't know.
That'd be amazing.
It makes me wonder though.
No, if he was in the Bullet Club, he'd be going no.
It makes me wonder though because in Cody's match against Minoru Suzuki, he did the yes chant and he never got a cease and desist. So what would happen?
Well, he did it once. Not every fucking match.
I think all he has to do is say yes once.
Well, yeah, to be in violation. Not enough to piss them off.
Just say yes once and do this, and the crowd will take it from there.
Yeah, true.
He doesn't have to point. Just
pretend.
Slight altercations. Yeah. Just.
Yeah, if he's playing heel, just pretend to do it, and they'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Because we're dumb fucking Mark fans, and that's what we do.
But you can't stop the fans from doing anything. There's no legal action you could take against the fans.
True.
For copyright. It's impossible. The fans do what they want to do. That's why Matt Hardy let the crowd do the delete chant.
He just had to come out, do it once, and then run down and delete.
The whole crowd would take it from there. Someone else who's not as over as they were when they initially showed up.
Yeah.
Back again.
And they were about to do so fucking well at Ring of Honor too, because they did that one date at Ring of Honor, and everyone flipped their fucking shit and thought this was going to be a new phase for them, and then the next fucking day they're in WWE. Yeah, it was a big reaction, but they can't do any of the shtick that we were loving, and we were so excited to have in Ring of Honor.
And just to add fuel to the fire, we had Jericho, who's still a WWE guy. He never went to another company, but now he's doing Jeri-Cruise
with Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
All of them.
Yeah. So.
The entire company.
Some people have argued that Jericho can get away with more than John Cena.
Probably. I'd believe it.
I think it's because John Cena's more squeaky clean, where Jericho gets drunk.
He's one of the boys.
He's one of the boys.
Yeah.
You can find him at Soggy Bottom in Flint right after the show. Didn't go!
God damn it.
But I think the more they screw up and fumble on these bookings, the more wrestlers are going to want to leave and be happy to leave. And it's only going to help, just keep taking all the top stars from New Japan. Keep taking all the top stars from Ring of Honor. We'll just refill it with more of your guys.
Right?
That's how it's gonna work.
So, like, all the indies are gonna be WWE, and all the WWE guys are gonna be on the indies, and then it's gonna switch again and again.
I'm just worried that Bullet Club doesn't end up like that.
Well, that's inevitable. It's not gonna last forever.
No. In the sense that it gets too bloated.
Oh, where you gotta have 30 members?
Yeah, where it's all former
They're already
WWE
at
guys.
Like 10-ish members, and that seems like a few too many, especially when they only focus on the 4 Americans and the 1 British guy.
I think there's a Bullet Club Civil War on the horizon now.
Oh yeah,
because Fale and Tama Tonga, I think you're gonna have the Elite versus OG Bullet Club.
Yeah.
That seems like how they're framing it.
So will the Elite split off and just be the Elite, but it'll be like the Elite plus Cody plus...
I think you're going to have to make the OG...
Plus Marty.
You're going to have to make the OG Bullet Clubs... They're going to have to be the heels of this whole thing.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Well, in the Americans' minds, we think of Bullet Club, or at least most people think of Bullet Club as Kenny, Bucks, Cody, Marty, because they're and kind of Hangman Page, and they're the main guys in all the videos. But over there, they're probably like, "What about Fale? He's the fucking man."
But the thing is, with Fale and Tama,
so how is it going to go over there?
I think they spend more time out east anyway.
Yeah.
So they're not always there to be filmed.
True.
For these shows, but who knows?
And is that just the Ring of Honor incarnation of Bullet Club? Actually. But the Fullet Club, as you will, is in...
Having a group that expands across multiple brands really...
True.
I mean, they have creative control just about over what they can and can't do. When you walk into the locker room at a Ring of Honor show, it says no super kicks. They're reserved for the Young Bucks. Before they weren't allowed to do super kicks.
Yeah.
So it really makes me wonder how much that lack of freedom that wrestlers have in WWE is what's going to really hurt them as a result. I mean, it's becoming, you know, more and more evident that the more you have control over your own personality and your own character, the better off you usually are. So they're probably getting fed up with... I mean, if I was an actor, I'd get pissed if every day I came onto the set and the director rewrote everything.
Yeah.
that's
everything you just tried to learn.
That's essentially what it is now. And people are drawing comparisons to WCW, how you won't even know what you're doing that day until about 5 minutes before you walk out. And that's why it got really bad.
And that was a laughable notion 10 years ago, but now it's become a reality.
Yeah.
And they don't see it somehow,
yeah,
you know?
I don't know. Like right now, the only thing I'm really interested in now in SmackDown is the whole Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens thing, and how they're best friends again. That's the only thing that really draws my attention. Everything else just kind of feels a little bit too forced.
Yeah, anything else I'm excited about is just like individual wrestlers and just liking them and hoping that they do well, you know?
I think part of the reason why I like the whole Kevin and Sami thing is because this thing spans across...
It's the greatest story ever told in wrestling.
Right?
It's like 15 years in the making.
It's a shame that no one will really, hopefully, no one will ever have the rights to put all that footage into one. I don't know.
It's probably out there. Go. Yeah.
Just bootleg a documentary.
There's probably
create a bootleg.
Someone has picked out every match.
As long as you don't sell it, I don't think you can get sued. As long as you don't profit from it in any way.
Yeah.
But...
And 90% of it is on YouTube.
So first it was Hot Topic.
Now the world.
Now YouTube. I can't even go anywhere now without seeing like... I don't see WWE shirts as often. I see probably like five Bullet Club shirts for every one WWE shirt.
True.
Out there.
Go to any festival, you'll see Bullet Club shirts everywhere.
Go to Renfest. Go to Renaissance Festival. And you'll find at least one or two dudes in a Bullet Club shirt. Every single time.
What I really hate is when I go to Too Sweet those guys and they don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's weird.
That fucks with me. I'm like, fucking Mark.
Or you get a couple and like they've never...
Sorry, Mark.
Or maybe they've never interacted with wrestling fans. I don't know.
That's also possible.
That could be it.
Where they're just like, so socially awkward.
Where you come up for the Too Sweet, and I've had a couple people just be like, "Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's people.
Oh shit! I've never done this before. This feels awesome."
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm just so quick on the draw that I'm gonna have to change it. No.
Man.
Oh well. This is actually easier to do.
This?
Yeah, than this.
Yeah, but it doesn't really look like anything.
I know. It's just number one.
One sweet.
Ichiban.
Yeah. Ichiban. I don't know. I hope we see more of New Japan and Ring of Honor now. More Ring of Honor and New Japan than ever. And hopefully we see more WWE guys making the jump very, very soon. It seems more than likely at this point. Everyone's pretty fed up. I want to know how Luke Harper feels. about being put in the Bludgeon Brothers.
Who knows? It could have been a terrible idea from them,
Larper.
or it could have been their fucking idea. Who fucking knows yet?
I don't know.
We'll see how bad it is, really, and what shit comes to light.
Or are they just working with what they're given? Being like,
And I
okay.
had no fucking clue Eric Rowan's voice was that deep.
Yeah.
Rowan. God damn it.
Harper.
Harper. Rowan.
This is meant for you, not him. Stop it. That's all the time we have for today, folks.
It truly is. Our time
truly
has
is.
come to say goodbye. And with a 1, a 2, a sweet,
Three sweet.
3 sweet. Yeah, I think that's a better idea.
I got
Bullet Club. You've got a Y right here.
What if
Young Bucks?
have Matt Hardy leave, get fed up, join the Bullet Club.
Why would he be 3?
Because V1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. It's V1, damn it.
Or you could have Joey Ryan. He can do the shocker one. Not going to happen.
All right.
Bye.
We love you.
Fuck off.